work a good horse to death. Yeah, that's old hillbilly advice that my dad gave me one time. And it probably makes zero sense to you like it did to me at the time until I explain where he's coming from. See, when I was a young guy just starting out in the workforce, I got a job as an electrician at a local factory. And I worked my tail off because I wanted to be the hardest working guy in the shop. And it's also just the way I was raised and taught to work. Unfortunately, I learned quickly that it wasn't the work ethic of most people. But nonetheless, I continued to work hard every day. But then I started noticing that it was also earning me more than my fair share of the work. It seemed like every time the supervisor had a job to do, he came and laid it on my desk and sent me out to do it, while 15 other guys just sat around the shop. Heck, there was 5 or 6 guys that I don't think ever left their desk from the time they got there with their coffee in the morning until the time they left. And they made a lot more money than me. In fact, everyone made more money than me, but it seemed like I was doing most of the work. So one day I was having a glass of iced tea on the front porch with Dad, and I just told him why I was getting frustrated with it. Dad just grinned and he said, "Son, they'll work a good horse to death." I said, "Dad, that don't make any sense." And he said, "Well, you got to understand where I'm coming from." Now see, my dad was raised during a generation way back when they used horses for most things. Down in eastern Kentucky, they used horses to plow the fields with, to go to town with if you didn't have a car, which he didn't, and many other things. So, the horses were vital to a way of life. Well, Dad explained that when you went to the barn and you had a job to do, you had a field to plow, or you were taking a ride to town, you just picked the best horse that was in the barn. And there could be 5 horses in there. But every time somebody had something they needed done, they would pick the good horse. Now, the rest of the horses, all of them, ate the same, got the same amount of hay, got the same amount of water and care. But when something needed done, they always picked the good horse. So they were working that good horse to death. Now, that's not fair. But as I've learned over the years, life's not fair. I told Dad, I says, it doesn't seem right, but I understand what you're saying. I said, "So what do I do with that, Dad?" He said, "Son, always be the good horse."